J. Arthur Brown will know his fate on Wednesday when the Western Cape High Court passes sentence, and the AMCU president has claimed that the mining union's slain Northwest Regional chairperson had received death threats prior to his murder. Ambusisiwa Khatebe with the latest news update. Former Fidentia boss J. Arthur Brown will know his fate on Wednesday when the Western Cape High Court passes sentence on his two fraud convictions. Brown last month admitted to making misrepresentations when handling the affairs of asset management company Matco and the Transport Education and Training Authority TETA. At the time of his first arrest, he was accused of stealing millions of rand in what was labeled one of the biggest financial scandals in South African history. The state and defense today presented closing arguments in the case. Brown says he is relieved that his 6-year-long ordeal is finally coming to an end, but says he will forge ahead in helping investors recover their money.
The fight is definitely not over. In fact, this is the beginning, because this trial was used as a reason why these people can't be paid out. There were allegations of billions that were stolen, which has been proven to be utter nonsense. So the money is in the curatorship. Curators have earned hundreds of millions in fees. They've sold assets at prices that are laughable at best. Their actions in that respect will be taken to task, and I will assist the investors in order to recover their money.
Beneficiaries of the Living Hands Trust are meanwhile demanding that Fidentia curators pay them their dues. A group of ex-mine workers and family members followed court proceedings. Spokesperson Thembalenkosi Shibani says poor families are struggling to make ends meet while their pensions are not paid out.
We are very, very tired about the things which have been done by the curators. Because the curators, they put Mr. Brown in front and themselves at the back by doing the bad things. Because if you see, the curators are doing a fraud by taking the money in their pockets instead of giving those poor of the poorest.
Rights group Section 27 says Limpopo education officials have been threatening schools for going to Section 27 about textbook shortages. The group had given the Basic Education Department until the 10th of this month to deliver textbooks to Limpopo schools. Section 27 says the deadline hasn't been met. The rights group spokesperson Nikki Stein says complaining schools don't want to be named. The Limpopo Education Department hasn't yet replied to Section 27's claims. And lastly, AMCU President Joseph Mathunjwa has claimed that the mining union's slain Northwest Regional chairperson had received death threats prior to his murder at the weekend. 46-year-old Stephen Kululekile was killed by 4 men on Saturday at a tavern in Nkaneng near Rustenburg. He was due to give evidence at the Marikana Commission of Inquiry, which is investigating last year's shootings in which 34 Lonmin miners were killed. Mathunjwa couldn't confirm if 2 other people killed elsewhere in Nkaneng at the weekend were AMCU members. Mathunjwa asked the police to be even-handed in dealing with threats made between members of AMCU and rival miners' union NUM. Catch the latest news on the hour on SABC radio stations and on NewsBreak Option 1.